London rent is crazy, we all know that. But is it possible to get a 2-bedroom flat for £2,000 a month or less? I went looking, and what I found might surprise you. Let's jump in. We are starting with a flat advertised at £1,850 a month, and we are in East London in Greenwich. The closest station is Maze Hill, which is a 10-minute walk. If we look at the floor plan, it is a very spacious apartment, however, all rooms are not equal. The living room is huge, it's almost 30 square meters, while the second bedroom is tiny. But still, I think it's worth a look. There is a separated kitchen, integrated storage and 2 bathrooms, one of which has a separate toilet. It's also on a raised ground floor, but it's not directly on the street, so it's still decently private. Let's look inside. Here is the building with private parking at the front. We start with a small hallway that opens directly onto this amazing reception room. It's very spacious and there are huge windows. It's a great room where you can have both a living room space and a dining space. The kitchen is not the most modern, but it is spacious, there is a big window, and we both have storage and counter space. This is the main bathroom, there is a bath, storage, and it is in good condition. The toilet is separated, it's on this side. I personally think that it is practical for busy mornings, but I know it's not everyone's preference. This is the main bedroom, which is a good size. It has a big window that overlooks the garden, and it has an ensuite bathroom, which again is pretty basic, but it is practical and in good condition. And finally, this is the second bedroom, which is tiny. So it makes it more challenging to share this flat with a friend, because there is a huge gap between the 2 rooms. But it might work for the right pair, if one flatmate is out a lot and doesn't mind the tiny bedroom. I think to be fair in this situation, the split of the rent shouldn't be 50-50. Maybe more like 1,000 for the big ensuite bedroom and 850 for the smaller one. By the way, the garden looks great. It's huge, very private and green. I think this is a very big perk of the place, and if you want a bit of nature while still being somewhat central, this is a very good deal. To sum up, huge living room, big garden, 2 bathrooms, there are a lot of perks. The tiny second bedroom means it would probably be better for a couple who needs an office, but overall it is a good option for the price. The next flat is just under £2,000 a month and it is in North London. The closest station is Archway, which is in Zone 2 and it's an 8-minute walk. It's not far from the high street, but it is in a small, quiet zone, so hopefully it's not too noisy. The flat is on the ground floor and it's about 55 square meters in total, with a long hallway that opens onto every room. The place has been fully refurbished, it looks great. Starting with the kitchen, there is a sink by the window overlooking the garden. There is plenty of storage and counter space, integrated appliances including a dishwasher. Then in the living room, there is a fireplace and it looks spacious enough. The 2 bedrooms are completely empty like the rest of the flat. They are brand new and have big windows. And then this is the bathroom. It looks nice and spacious, there is a bath, storage and a frosted window. And a nice bonus is that this room has underfloor heating, which is my dream honestly. Actually, speaking of bonuses, hot water and heating are included in the rent, which will definitely make a huge difference in your monthly budget. And if you're wondering how this is possible and why the tenant will not be asked to pay this bill separately, I think it has to do with the building itself. I don't know for this one specifically, but in one of my previous apartments, hot water was readily available for residents, so I didn't have to pay for it separately. I guess it is a similar setup here, which would explain why these 2 things are included. This building also has a daytime concierge, bike storage, and private parking. I think the quality of the flat itself and the actual building, plus the location, make it a very good deal. So make sure you join my free newsletter if you'd like the link. You can subscribe below. We are now traveling south to look at a flat not far from Richmond Park. This apartment is listed at £2,000 a month and it is in southwest London. The closest station is Mortlake and it is a 6-minute walk. It's close to a high street, which is very practical, but it's also close to a main road, although it's not directly on the main road. But I would pay specific attention to the noise level during a viewing. The flat is 70 square meters or 744 square feet and it has an interesting layout. There is this hallway that opens onto every room and there are 2 reception rooms. One is by the semi-open kitchen and one is on its own on this side. I think this could be very interesting if you work from home and you want an office space that is separate from your bedroom but also separate from the main living area. And then we also have 2 bedrooms, they are a similar size and both have integrated storage. If we look at the pictures, you'll see that the flat is empty, so there isn't much to see. But I actually really like the vibe. It looks bright, clean and spacious. The main living room is especially huge, but the second reception room is very decent as well. The kitchen looks great. There is plenty of space and storage, and a full-size fridge in this corner. That's the kind of kitchen where I'd love to spend time cooking dinner. Then this is bedroom number 1, again a good size and has a built-in wardrobe. And this is bedroom number 2, which looks smaller but it's only because of the slightly different shape. I think this flat would be perfect for two friends who want to share. Both bedrooms are equal, and the rest of the flat is spacious enough to have dedicated spaces and for both tenants to live independently. I think that this quality of accommodation in this area for £1,000 a month per person is very unusual. But let me know in the comment, would you feel comfortable sharing this space with a friend or even a stranger? By the way, if you're looking for flat share specifically, I made a video where I show you apartments that would be good for sharing. I'll leave the link below if you're interested. The next flat is listed at £2,000 a month and it is in northwest London in Wembley. It's only a 2-minute walk from Wembley Park station and it's in a brand new building. It's just over 70 square meters or 750 square feet, so it's a very good size. There is this long hallway, which is a bit of a waste of space in my opinion, but that's a detail. There is a bathroom on this side, 2 bedrooms in the middle, and a large reception room with open plan kitchen on the right. And this over here is a big balcony. We'll see the pictures in a second. Let's start with the kitchen. There is plenty of storage, all appliances are nicely integrated. There is the oven, the dishwasher, and the washing machine on this side, and the fridge over here. It's very neutral, but it is brand new and practical. Then on this side, this is where the living area will be, even though we can't see much of it in this picture. But here on the left, you can see the access to the balcony, which looks very spacious. Moving to the bedrooms, they have integrated storage, as we can see here, and huge windows, which is very cool. And finally, this is the bathroom, which is also very neutral, but it looks great anyway. There is a bath, built-in shelves, and a bit of storage here as well, and it's a good size for a bathroom. So if you're after a new build without the insane price tag that usually comes with it, this might be worth a look. The next listing is a bit cheaper than average. It's actually the cheapest of today's selection. It's a flat listed at £1,825 a month and it is in northwest London, not far from Neasden. The closest station is Neasden on the Jubilee line and it is an 8-minute walk. It is a fairly spacious flat. It's 65 square meters or 700 square feet. I like that the entrance is actually on the ground floor when the rest of the flat is on the first floor. There is a small hallway with built-in closets, a very spacious reception room with a semi-open kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms of similar size. Let's start with the reception room because I am in love. I'm not sure why, but I really like this space. There is more than enough space for a sofa and TV corner and a dining area, and I think this little space over here would be perfect for a home office setup. It's out of the way, but you don't feel claustrophobic walking here either. The kitchen is also very spacious, with plenty of storage and counter space and every appliance you need. Then here are the 2 bedrooms. They are exactly the same, with a big window each. And finally the bathroom. It is not the most modern, but I think it does the job. There is a window, a bath, a bit of storage, and enough space to move around. Objectively, this flat is good value for money compared to a lot of the nonsense that we usually see in London. But more than that, I don't know why, but I have a very good feeling about this place, and I would definitely request a viewing if I had to move soon. Next, we're going back south of the river. This flat is listed at £2,000 a month, and it's located in South London in Peckham. The closest station is Peckham. It's about a 10-minute walk. It's on the top floor of a fairly recent building, and it's a very good size. It's around 60 square meters altogether, and I really like the layout. There is a big hallway with integrated storage, and from here you can access every room. There is an L-shaped living room with a semi-open kitchen, 2 bedrooms including a very spacious one that has integrated storage, and a spacious bathroom as well. In the living room you have space to have a dedicated dining area right by the kitchen, and a space for the sofa and coffee table over here. The kitchen is great. We have storage, a double sink, a window, and integrated appliances, including a dishwasher. It's all white, which makes the space feel bigger and it's very practical. Moving to the bedroom, here's the master bedroom. It's spacious, there are 2 windows, plenty of storage, it's a nice bedroom. And now this is what the second bedroom looks like. It is smaller, but there is still enough space for a double bed, storage, and even a small desk. I approve. And finally, here's the bathroom. It looks modern and well maintained, there is a bath and storage. And finally, the building also has a communal garden and private parking. I think this is a safe option, a well-maintained flat with a few extra perks and that fits into today's budget. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more 2-bedroom flats in this price range, you can click here to watch my previous video on a £2,000 budget.